love butthole.
Fuck me.
You're listening to Fucks Given, the one with Max Hovey. Hi, Reed.
Hi, Florence. You said Max Hovey, so sexual.
Oh, really?
Max Hovey.
Well, it's because we're very excited to get Max on today.
Really excited. Actually, can't wait. Max was with us when we won our award, and he's just such a breath of fresh air and a real inspiration online. So yeah, I cannot wait to get him on. So, Florence, you got something.
So, Reed.
You got something going down. You've got the big thing that we've been wanting to talk about for a long time, but not been able to on the podcast for so long. Where it's been like, want to say something, don't want to say something, want to say something, can't say anything.
I know. I've got some really big news, curious fuckers. And it's going to shift the whole paradigm.
All right, fuck.
It's going to shift the whole concept. It's going to shift the world. No, it's not really. Everything's going to be the same for you guys, probably.
Yeah, as always, everything internally gets turned on its head. But you guys, you just get the best of us.
Yeah. So I am moving out of London. And not only am I moving out of London, I'm moving to the other side of the world, to Los Angeles.
Yay! It's been your dream to move out there for so long, and you're ready for it.
I'm so ready. You know what? It's weird that we're recording this today, because today's the first day that I've actually been like, oh shit, like in 3 weeks time I'm gonna be in LA, like I'm gonna be living in LA, and I started getting actually excited for the first time.
Yeah, well, it's been months and months in planning, but you can't really, you're in that weird limbo period of you can't really say anything and can't really do much until you get the full go-ahead on the work visa.
Yeah, literally. Got my visa, so I'm going. You're moving.
And you're leaving. I'm so sad. We've already had the leaving party. It was so sad. I already bought Florence the saddest card.
You bought me the saddest card I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, I teared up when you saw it. When I saw it, even.
I teared up when I saw it, and I was like, well, I have to get that then. And you're moving in with one of the podcast's favourite guests.
Yes. I'm moving in with Kelsey Dara. She's going to be my roomie.
Yeah, that's going to be so good.
Which is so wild. It's going to be so fun. Like, fun chat. Like, yeah, just fun all the time.
Fun all the time.
It's going to be weird to move in with someone, though, after living on my own for so long.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's going to be... But, it's sort of stepping stones, baby steps. You're not going to stay there forever. It's just so you can get yourself on your feet and then find your own place.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is the big news, curious fuckers. Life is turning itself upside down a little bit. But how are you, Reed, with everything?
Well, I've been in a bad place for a few weeks. Definitely in deep... or just coming out. I don't really know where I am today, but deep depression. I think the reason why I've been sort of like catapulted in this depression is like from a few big life triggers. Yeah. And yeah, just been trying to like ride through it. I think probably the biggest thing that I learned this weekend, speaking to my therapist, was like it seems like I was fighting it for a long time.
Interesting.
So I've been fighting it for the past at least 3 weeks. I remember I had a photo shoot about 3 weeks ago, and I was fighting it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm fine, this is cool, I'm fine. So I masked a lot of it, and I just didn't really allow myself to sit in it. I just kept, making plans and being like, oh, it's going to be better tomorrow. And I think that I just needed to go, fuck, I'm not okay, cancel everything I can, and just like allow myself to sit in it and feel the feels, and then almost have like a week-long cry, and to be able to just be like, okay, that's sort of done with. But gonna wait and see, really. I still don't really know how I feel. I definitely feel lighter than I did a couple of days ago, that's for sure. We're going to talk to Max about it as well, because he's going through it at the moment, and he was really inspiring. The way that he talked about depression was very like, oh yeah, I'm depressed. And I was like, wow, like you're saying it with such ease, and I've never been able to do that. I'm just like, yeah, I'm feeling a bit low. Like, but when you actually, when you actually
imposter
accept
syndrome.
it, yes, that's exactly
It's like,
imposter syndrome.
Whenever I feel depressed, I feel like no one's gonna believe me if I say it.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's like, oh, yeah, but you're just being oversensitive and dramatic and emotional.
Yes.
And it's like, fucking hell. Is it just because we're women we feel like that? Or is it just like...
When you said that, the way you said it, I was like, I wonder if it's because we're women.
Or, you know, maybe this is something we can talk to Max about as well. Like, if he feels the same way, or if he's like, no, I'm fucking depressed, and owns it. And it's taken us a long time. So yeah, that's what's going on with me.
And now a little message from our sponsors, Lalo.
Florence, what are your top tips for experiencing multiple orgasms?
Oh my God, the dream multiple orgasm. Yeah, I think my top tips would be definitely breathing, like getting back into your body after your first orgasm, because quite often you could like, you know, feel like you're finished afterwards. But if you kind of get back in the moment and like visualize something sexy, or you switch things up a little bit, get your breath super deep.
How I achieve multiple orgasms is after I've had an orgasm, especially if it's clitoral, I find the area around my vulva so sensitive, and I have to find a new position to put the vibrator. One of the best tools I've been using is the Lalo dot.
The Lalo dot pinpoints vibrations directly on the clit, so you can keep orgasming again and again.
And curious fuckers, we have bagged you 25% off across the whole Lalo website when you use the code FKSGiven.
25%? That is worth grabbing. So get your hands on the brand new Lalo dot or any other Lalo product. Visit lalo.com and use the code FKSGIVEN for 25% off.
That's LELO.com to explore your infinite pleasure. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming and joining us. Like, while you're here, please tell the curious fuckers a bit about yourself and what you do.
So, I am a content creator. I am primarily a queer activist. So, I focus a lot on body image, which is a huge issue within the queer community. And then I've branched into sex education only this year, really. And it's massively taken off and become a big part of what I do. A lot on mental health, queer identities, and generally just trying to get people to feel comfortable in every element of their identity, feeling sexy in their body, feeling proud of their sexuality and what their kinks and fetishes are, feeling safe having sex, feeling confident and comfortable with their mental health. Just an all-round, like, this is who you are, this is who you're meant to be, and you can be proud of that. And I was also incredibly honoured to be nominated with you two beautiful people for Sexual Relationships Creator of the Year that you guys won, which was
I thought you were going to win. I was saying to you all night, I was like, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you guys had it in the bag because you have been trailblazers in this industry. You've been doing what you do for so long, and you're such experts in your field. And
thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot coming from you,
100%.
Max.
We also have a fellow OnlyFans creator, content, sex worker, motherfucking bitch.
Yeah.
So it's really nice having a fellow creator that understands the turmoil that is sex creation and fucking OnlyFans.
Yeah, I absolutely adore it. And it is because of you that I have just taken mine to the next level.
Well, hello. How
my
next
gosh.
level are we talking? What's been going on?
I haven't had any collaborations, which is not something I intend on doing because although I adore sex, I genuinely think I'm obsessed with it. And have a lot of casual sex. Yeah. Best people to be talking to. I am a monogamous individual, and I still feel that, like, although I talk about it a lot, sex with someone I still think is quite private for me. Even though I share it with a lot of people, like, it's interesting. So I have started posting stuff that is more explicit. So she spread her cheeks for the first time, which got
shit! Did we get butthole?
Oh my
We
god, they love
did!
butthole.
We want the butthole. They fucking love it.
love it.
I swear, every comment is butthole, please. Can we please have
Yeah.
butthole?
No, people
Yeah.
really want to see my dick. That's what I get the
Oh,
most. They're just like,
yeah.
they're like, can we see peen? And I'm like, no, it's healing from surgery. No,
Oh,
she's
yes,
had a
we are.
facelift.
Oh
We
my
are,
gosh.
yeah,
Your
really
surgery.
excited to talk about this.
Please tell us
Yeah.
what this was.
as excited
Okay.
as your penis can be.
Yeah, so I recently, it's 3 weeks ago on Wednesday, had a circumcision, which is...
You should have a party for it next year, like the circumcision party.
One of my best friends said the exact same. They
Oh,
were like,
that's
why
the
have
dream.
you not had? Because we were like calling it cute things. We were trying to figure out what to call it, and we were calling it a D beanie. So it's like
God, I love it. The
the
beanie.
beanie, the beanie's been taken off. So like need to have a D beanie party, and I was like, yes. I need to arrange this. Like I'm not usually a willy straw person, but I will have willy straws. I will have I will have a dick cake. Like I need this to happen.
That sounds amazing.
I had this done because of quite a common condition, actually. I believe it affects up to 13% of males. Is called phimosis, which is basically where the foreskin is too tight and it cannot be retracted below the head of the penis. Which, because as a gay man, I've always kind of been a bottom, has never really been an issue for me. Like, I've still been able to masturbate, I've still been able to come, and I kind of figured out my own way of doing that. But I could never really receive head. It was too uncomfortable, and I could never top. Even with a condom, it was so uncomfortable.
Wow.
And loving sex as much as I do, and as much as I love bottoming, I'm such an arse man. Like, I'm obsessed. I don't think there's anything more beautiful in the world than like a peachy male butt. So I'm very, very, very excited to enter my top era, which I can do when I am healed.
Oh my god, that is so exciting.
Yeah, that's very.
So you've never topped?
No.
How do you feel about topping for the first time?
I'm so excited because, especially having been a bottom, I know what bottom's like. I know like what works, but also everyone is different. Everyone has different preferences. So I'm always very open as well. I'm like, what do you like? What don't you like? Do you want to try this? Like, it's very important to have those conversations before. So I always try to figure out like what the partner would like. And yeah, I'm so excited to finally try. I mean, I had tried before, but I think the one person I had tried with was like really, really tight, and I'm a little girthy, so I like physically it was not happening. Do you remember what was that video? It's like a cartoon where it's like a train going in a tunnel.
Oh, I think that's Family Guy. Yeah.
Is
when
that
when it's like a train going in a really tight tunnel, and as it's like shoving in, it's all like cracking around the edges.
It was It was kind of that vibe, and it just never worked, especially because of
one of those.
One of the hilariously disgusting TV shows that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reed, tell us what happened today.
What happened today? So my Instagram got deleted today.
No, I noticed that. I went into my DMs and I was scrolling down. It said Instagram user, and then realised it was you. And I was like, "Have you deleted it?" Like,
yeah. That it's just been deleted. Sam woke me up this morning. He was like, baby, don't panic. But I think your Instagram's been taken down. And I was like, why are you waking me up? What's going on? But because this is now the 8th time that I've had my Instagram deleted, I'm like, oh my God, whatever. Like, it's almost boring. It's just so frustrating. Because, censorship. And I've had a couple of things taken down recently. I put up a photo of the 4 of us, like ready to go out on a night out. That got taken down. And I reposted Florence's photo of us together on a photo shoot. Reposted that on my stories.
And it got flagged?
It got deleted off my stories. That's what I mean.
What?
Like, I saw
and yet it's not being deleted off my actual account?
Yeah, your account's absolutely fine. But yeah, I
What?
screenshotted it yesterday because I was going to send it to you. Like, oh, funny that your photo's been deleted off my stories. And then I wake up today and the whole thing has been taken down. So yeah, we wanted to talk to you about censorship because you also have issues with your account, Max, with the whole, we can't fucking search for you and find you because Instagram probably thinks that you're...
When did this start happening? Did this start when you started talking about sex?
Or OnlyFans?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Or Reed? Okay. Firstly, very sorry that's happened. But we all know what Instagram is like. They have their favourites. Yes, primarily when I started talking about sex, and I've got, obviously you go in account status and it has all of the lovely posts that have been removed. And a lot of them are like ridiculous. And then obviously started talking about OnlyFans and they started taking those posts down. And I've actually spoken to I had my management speak to OnlyFans to Instagram recently, and they basically said, oh, the reason we've shadow banned you is because you've bought followers or engagement.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, we went back and we were like, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Fuck?
So it's like complete rubbish, and
Oh my God.
they just won't accept it. They're like, oh no, we've given you our reason, there's nothing we can do. I'm like, but it's not true.
Yeah,
and you are
that is
literally
weird.
censoring a queer voice that is trying to provide education and a safe space to followers who find the content beneficial, and you're literally censoring that.
It's
and
so
then it's
frustrating.
like, no. It's really frustrating.
Disgraceful.
I think it's disgraceful, especially when you're still within guidelines, and there are plenty of other people who are quite clearly not within guidelines, but are kind of just allowed to carry on. But it seems to be that the accounts that are actually trying to do something beneficial with these kinds of topics that seem to be flagged the most. And it's infuriating. It's the accounts that, like, for each of their own, not everyone wants to be an activist, not everyone wants to do something that's going to be game-changing, and that's obviously fine, but it always seems to be the accounts that aren't actively doing anything for the public interest that are just allowed to carry on as normal. Like, nothing gets said, they do their own thing.
There are so many, like, celebrity accounts or, you know, where I'm literally like, I am seeing your nipples, like literally through the tiniest t-shirt. I don't understand how that's allowed. And then I get, like, an LGBT post getting taken down. I just don't understand. It makes no sense.
The stuff that Britney Spears puts on her Instagram now, like, we love her, but like she's nude in most of it.
Even I was looking at Playboy, and I like what Playboy are doing. I like what they've done now. But their photos are of naked women with their nipples censored out, you know, like the cube censoring, but just around the nipple. So you can basically see the nipple through the picture anyway. There's nothing that's really covered. And I'm not saying we should be censoring these other people, but what I don't understand is how they are allowed to continue, and we, the activist voices, are just completely, you know, shut down, shadow banned, blacklisted. And it's the same with fucking YouTube. We've had constant issues there. I fear that we're going to get the same on Twitter.
I think the most frustrating thing is that you cannot, in any way, shape or form, have a conversation with anyone at Meta. Like, you cannot get through to them.
Absolutely not.
And I've been trying to get my management to have conversations with them and be like, look, this isn't okay. And I said, let's have like a proper meeting with them where we can sit down and go, right, for some reason, your algorithms or whatever are flagging my content. You can look through my profile and you can see that everything I do is high quality, educational, people are benefiting from it. Let's try and figure out a way that I can continue to create this content that is within your guidelines, that you can approve. Let's work together to show that Instagram is willing to be sex positive, but you can show me how I'm able to do that without pissing off your algorithms. And they're just like, no.
Yeah, they just don't want to know. They barely even want to know if you're like, my account's being taken down, can you help us out here? When it shouldn't have been. It's almost like they just can't be bothered, and they're just like, oh, you don't deserve to have an account then. You know, it's so fucking weird.
Well, hello there, YouTubers. Hi.
Hey, curious fuckers watching us on YouTube. Just to give you a word of caution, this episode has been edited for YouTube safety purposes. It's basically like the safe for work version.
Lame. So if you want the explicit stuff, you better go back to your podcast apps, Apple, Spotify, and go listen to us there for the full episode.
Yes, you won't be disappointed. And then just come back here to watch us. Woo! Oh, wait, that's too much. Gonna have to blur that out for YouTube. Shit!